Hey guys, what's up? Hello folks, welcome back. Long time no see. I mean, since Tuesday, right? How are you guys doing today? Thursday. What a day, huh? I'm still waiting for my stream. There you go. There you go. Please drop a comment down below and let me know what stocks you guys want me to go over. By the way, welcome to your first technical correction in the markets. Please let me know, for how long have you guys been trading? Yeah, we have a lot to talk about today, huh? It's been a long day for me. What's up, guys? Hello. Dieters. Jermaine. Just Bacon. GBP. Hello, Regina. And me. Hydro. I gotta wear my glasses, I guess. I don't see anything. I'm tired, guys. Hydro Hostla. There you go. Calorica, TS, welcome, Kim Cole, Marianne Energy, there you go, Nate Rowins, wow, a lot of people showing up. Can you go over how you draw higher levels on the chart? Sure, I can do it. Larry, so welcome. David Brooks, Kim Cole. Okay, so for 1 year. So this is your first correction, David, right? We had a little tiny correction in August of last year. So welcome, guys. How about that? Welcome to your first technical correction. So the markets not only go up every day, right? Yeah. Today we had a very nasty day across the board. Super nasty. Let me make a summary of what happened today in the markets. Before going over some individual stocks, and keep in mind, guys, and this is super important. This is super important. I haven't traded individual stocks for the last 2 weeks. Nothing. Zero. Why would I? If you guys are trying to trade individual stocks with the current market volatility that we are seeing, you guys need to learn some lesson over here. So when the VIX, the volatility index, trades above 20 points, so when we have higher volatility than usual, I would say that 98% of the stocks out there simply track the SPY. Do whatever the SPY is doing. Have you guys noticed that? 95% say. So if you guys are trying to trade, I don't know, Sofi or Nvidia or I don't know, you name it, Apple or Meta or Palantir, whatever, and you guys are not keeping an eye on the SPY, you are in trouble. Yeah. So I can go over all of the stocks that you want me to. Not a problem. But you need to keep in mind that in the current market environment, we need to focus on the indices. Unless, I don't know, you're thinking about buying the dip on, I don't know, Lockheed Martin or CrowdStrike or Nvidia for, I don't know, for the, I'm not even going to say the short term, for the medium term, because you want to start a swing trade and you might close a trade, I don't know, in 6 months or 8 months or something like that. But other than that, guys, and most of you guys are day traders, you shouldn't be trading individual stocks unless you can match the levels of individual stocks with the SPY. Easy peasy, guys. And yes, today we had another very nasty day with the Russell 2000 going down 1.62%. The Nasdaq went down 1.96%. The S&P 500 went down 1.39%, and the Dow Jones got annihilated once again. It went down 537 points, or 1.30%. Take a look, guys, at the sectors that trade inside the S&P 500. Nasty day across the board. Nasty. The only sector that went up today was utilities, going up only 0.25%. This is a defensive sector. This is a sector that acts like some sort of safe haven. Let's just put it that way. When there's fear in the markets, and wow, we have a lot of fear in the markets as of now, but other than utilities, other than that sector, the remaining or the other 10 sectors that trade inside the S&P 500 ended up going down today. Take a look at this. Nasty, guys. Consumer discretionary, Amazon, Tessie, down 2.40%. Communication services, Google, Meta, and so forth, down 2%. Technology, down 1.9%. Nasty, guys. Financials, a very important sector inside the S&P 500. So, a very important sector inside the SPY, down 0.55%. And I have some interesting information for you. So, something that has caught my eye about this drop in the markets is the fact that we haven't seen any relief rally, guys, whatsoever. Nothing. Very impressive. It's very impressive, guys. So, get this, guys. This 10% correction, because the SPY actually closed today's trading session below, or 10% of its most recent all-time highs. This correction has been the fifth fastest correction ever in the S&P 500. Very impressive, guys. Fifth fastest correction in the S&P 500. So, when I say that we haven't seen a relief rally, get this, guys. Throughout the last 16 trading sessions, the SPY has had only 3 positive days. Only 3 positive days. But we haven't seen, the SPY hasn't had not even 2 consecutive trading sessions closing in positive territory within the last 16 trading sessions. Because when the markets go down, guys, say that we enter into a bear market, or I don't know, or maybe we go down, down to 20% of the highs or something like that. Usually, when we are about to enter a bear market, or when the markets enter into a corrective phase, we have relief rally. But a relief rally, guys, is a situation in which the SPY goes up for 2 or 3 days. 2 or 3 days in a row going up. So like most people get enthusiastic about the markets again, and after 2 or 3 days going up, they pull the rug out. I have seen that over and over and over again. But in this case, guys, what really catches my eyes the most is the fact that we haven't seen 2 consecutive positive trading sessions in the SPY during the last 16 trading sessions. Impressive, guys. It's pure fear. Pure fear. And you guys know what is this fear about tariffs. Obviously, I am not going to be talking about politics today, and I never do it for that matter. But when we're about to enter a trade, and most of you guys like trading 0 day to expiration options and stuff like that, you guys have a very important risk factor on the table, which is Trump. He comes out and says this and says that and says whatever, and the markets fall off a cliff. It happened today, guys. It was like I think it was near noon or afternoon. Today, the markets were trying to go higher, and the SPY turned positive, and said something in the White House, whatever, and the markets just pretty much kept going down for the remaining of the trading session. So if you guys are trading short-dated options, this is something that you need to take into account. That if you guys are trading either 0 DTE or weekly options, you have an additional risk on the table. Because the markets are extremely susceptible to whatever, the president of the US says about tariffs. That is something to think about, guys. In my case, I am being very careful here. I'm still trading. Take a look at some of the trades that I closed today. All with the indices, guys. Take a look, puts. And I think I have a trade puts. Today I took 4 day trades, but most of them were with puts, obviously, because the trend is down, obviously, right? So, the SPY. Okay. Over here, you guys can see a 4-hour chart of the SPY. You don't need to worry about the SPY because tomorrow I am going to be calling bulls and strikes. Oh, by the way, guys, I got bad news for you. Today I got to go to the DMV. Yeah. Such a lovely place, right? Yeah. I am headed to the DMV tomorrow because my driver's license expired. So I don't know if I am going to be very active, or I would say active as usual, in Discord tomorrow. So keep that in mind. Yeah, I got to go to the DMV, guys. Yeah. I will go like first thing in the morning, but it's a fucking DMV, guys. You know what I'm talking about. So I know what time I will be there. I don't know what time I'm leaving. So I'll try to help you guys out as much as I can tomorrow. But usually, for the most part, you don't need to be worried about the SPY because I am calling out levels of support and resistance in Discord. By the way, take a look at what I would say was the most important information that I posted on Discord today. Take a look at this, guys. 9:21 a.m. before the session opened. I told you guys, okay, guys, our pivot is $560.50. Above $560.50, the bulls are in control. And take a look at this, guys. Below $560.50, the tape is guilty until proven innocent. What happened today, guys? Let's check that out. 1 day, 1 minute. Take a look. The bulls were unable to burst above our pivot, and the rest is history, guys. So, before the session opened, guys, I was warning you guys about the fact that below this level, I was inclined, let's just put it that way, to short the tape rather than going long. That's why, in my opinion, and most of you guys use the information that I post on Discord, that I am posting in Discord in order to trade the SPY. That's why I think that when I post the pivot before the trading sessions open or pre-market, that's the most important information that you guys need to focus on. Yeah, the pivot. It is very, very, but very important, at least for me. And I know that for most of you guys, that is the case. Okay, guys. Say that they keep killing the tape. I got a magic number for you. Because take a look at this 4-hour chart of the SPY, guys. It looks awful. Extremely ugly. Below all the moving averages and let's say that. Take a look at this downward sloping 5-day moving average. This is the most important negative factor that we have in the scale of the SPY as of now. Take a look at this white line. Again, this is the 5-day moving average, the 5 DMA. It is clearly downward sloping. This is very, but very negative. But say that they keep killing the tape. And if you guys remember, guys, that I think that it was like 2 weeks ago, I told you, if the SPY hits $561, I am a buyer with 3 hands. Because I think that that's a potential spot from which the SPY could be bouncing back up. And it happened. We had a nice tradable bounce of $561. Okay, Here I go, guys. And this is not a market prediction. I am not saying that the SPY is headed this way. But if we happen to see a test of $533 in the SPY, say on Wednesday, the latest, I am a buyer of the SPY with both hands. $533. In my opinion, and I could be proven wrong, if that is the case, guys, no problem. It wouldn't be the first time that I am wrong about something in the markets. If we happen to see $533 from tomorrow until Wednesday, I am buying the dip big time in the SPY. Because I think that would be a level from which we should be having, as I said before, in the case of $561, a very generous tradable bounce. $533. Am I saying that the SPY is headed that way? No. That's a number that I am keeping an eye on in order to probably grab some shares of the SPY or maybe grab some calls. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, guys, the SPY is ultra guilty until the bulls recapture this downward sloping 5-day moving average. $560. This is a very ugly looking chart, guys. Very ugly looking chart that is signaling that we have lower prices coming up more likely than not. We need to wait until buyers show some sort of strength. Like, for instance, being able to recapture the 5 DMA. This isn't looking good. And me personally, I think that we have a low coming. I would say that sooner rather than later. We are looking for a low. At least a short-term low. We haven't had any relief rally, guys. So maybe I don't know, maybe the SPY is going to fall 30% or 35%. Who knows? But if we are effectively going to enter into a bear market and the SPY, as the bears are saying, the SPY is headed down to, I don't know, the SPY is going to fall 25% or 30%. We need to have a relief rally. I was telling the guys of my Patreon today, guys, that this is not typical behavior of a bear market. Let me define what a bear market is, guys. So a technical correction has to do with the drop of any index or any stock, let's say that larger than 10% of the highs. The SPY is trading as of now 10.50% of the highs. So we are seeing as of now a technical correction in the case of the SPY. A bear market starts when we see a drop larger than 20% of the highs. That's a bear market. But you guys know what a, let's say, basic characteristic of a bear market is? Very sharp and solid rallies, which we have seen none. It's impressive, guys. The SPY has just been going down and down and down with no reliefs rally whatsoever. This is very weird. And again, a relief rally has to do with a bounce that lasts at least 2 or 3 trading sessions, but nothing so far. So, in my opinion, we are looking for a low, for at least a short-term bottom, guys. So we can see the SPY going up, I don't know, 2 or 3%. And the bulls can engineer or can, say, have 2 or 3 consecutive trading sessions in a row going up. But we are looking for a low, guys. I think we're getting close to a low. And if we happen to see $533 from today, say Wednesday of next week, I am a buyer of this. I am a buyer of the SPY, big time. There you go. I gave you my magic number. Okay, so what stocks you guys want me to go over? Let me see. Oh, I have a lot of requests. Tesi, let's go over Tesi, guys. First of all, Tesi, it went down today again, guys. So Tesi went down today 3% and it closed the trading session at $240.68. Take a look at this technical chart, guys. What can I say? Below all the moving averages, below the 50, the 100, the 20. Take a look at the 5-day moving average, clearly downward sloping. And guess what, guys? The bulls, as of now, after hours, aren't being able to hold this downward sloping 5-DMA as support. It's a chart that is totally broken from a technical standpoint. So now we have a low here, guys, at $211. So if Tesla happens to pay a visit down to $211, we are going to have a lot of market participants calling out a double bottom, situation here. I mean, that could be the case, and Tesla could be bouncing back up from that level. But if I wanted to take a trade on Tesi, first of all, I need to keep an eye on the SPY, because as I just told you guys, or as I said earlier, 95% of the stocks out there are simply tracking whatever the SPY does, or are simply following whatever the SPY does. I would rather see a process of consolidation above this downward sloping 5-DMA, 5-day moving average, which, if that were the case, say that Tesi consolidates above $241, well, that could open the door for a test of a former high at $256 or maybe $267 approximately. In my opinion, guys, a no touch below this 5-DMA, this 5-day moving average. In my case, guys, and when I say the 5-day moving average, the 5-DMA, that's the moving average that I use in order to determine, or to try to determine, I should say, who is in control of minor timeframes, either buyers or sellers. So below that 5-DMA, I wouldn't touch Tesi. Let's just put it that way. Let me take a look at some anchor VWAPs. Let me see, Tesi. There you go. Tesi. Let me see. So this is interesting information, right? Let me see. Okay, take a look, guys. So if we take a look at two anchor VWAPs, two AVWAPs, so this one, the one that I am pointing out with my mouse, comes from the all-time highs that Tesla made back in November of 2021. Go figure, an important date. This anchor VWAP is signaling a price of $238. And this other anchor VWAP, the other one that I am pointing out with my mouse, is an AVWAP that comes from the first trading session of 2023. And over here, we have a price of $228. So what information is being shown by these anchored volume weighted average price lines? Well, that the average market participants that started positions on Tesi from its former all-time highs back from 2021 and from the first trading session of 2023, so those market participants have an average price between $236 and $229. And as of now, we can make a case, because Tesla is trading at $238, that those market participants are defending price here and therefore acting like, or are providing demand to Tesla. They have become a level of demand rather than supply. So we can make a case that Tesla is finding support at an interesting spot over here, guys, because of the convergence of the two anchor VWAPs that I just told you guys about. So the 5-DMA is sitting at $241. So yeah, Tesla above $241 could be a bit encouraging. Because if that were the case, if we happen to see a process or a potential process of consolidation of Tesla above 241 bucks, it would be consolidating above the downward sloping 5 DMA, but at the same time above the 2 anchor VWAPs that come from the former all-time highs back from 2021 and from the first trading session of 200. I'm tired, guys. From 2023. So those market participants, as of now, are defending price here and have become a zone of demand rather than supply. So that's an interesting development in the case of Tessie. Let me take a look at the market structure of Tessie. Let me see what the demand and the supply of Tesla is looking like. And by the way, guys, you have to keep in mind that in the case of Tesla, we are having a tsunami of bad news. Tsunami. So, we have a lot of people that hate Elon, and we have some other people that love Elon. But, the people that love Elon, they don't ride electric vehicles, but that's a matter for a different... That's a topic for another day, I guess, right? By the way, I own a Model 3. I am a very happy owner of a Model 3. I love my vehicle. But I don't mistaken the stock of a company that makes something that I like with a product that I like. Those are two different things. Take a look at this market structure chart, guys. On top of this chart, you guys can see the demand or buyers, and at the bottom, supply. So demand buyers, supply sellers. Take a look at the demand. Buyers are nowhere to be found. They are gone. There are no buyers. And take a look at how the supply is rising. So a very ugly looking market structure that we can reconcile with this 4-hour chart in which we are seeing a downward sloping 5 DMA. So definitely, guys, after taking a look at some anchor VWAPs and after having taken a look at the market structure of Tessie, a no touch below $240. Don't be a hero here, guys. I don't know, maybe if you guys like Tessie for the long term because you believe in Elon and, I don't know, the robo-taxis and Optimus Prime or whatever it is. You don't need to be a hero here, guys. Wait until buyers show some strength and then you buy the dip. So do not buy the dip. Buy strength after the dip. The robo-taxis, there you go. Whatever it is. You guys know Elon. And Tesla has become a stock that is very sensitive to news, guys. And we're getting news about Elon every day, right? Every single day. Every single day. I have a t-shirt, guys, that says Occupy Mars. Do you guys know the t-shirt that Elon is wearing all of the time? You have seen the logo, right? So yesterday, I went to the grocery store. I needed to buy wine or whatever it is, and I was wearing the t-shirt, Occupy Mars. So I was lining up before getting to the checkout, and this woman walked up to me, asking me, "Hey, what are you wearing the t-shirt? Don't you know that Elon is a fascist and stuff like that?" And I was like, "What? Fuck! I am just wearing a t-shirt. What is this? This is insane." So yeah, no, it was super weird, guys. I was going to buy a bottle of wine and I don't remember, chocolate or something like that, and I was wearing my t-shirt, Occupy Mars. I am not backing up Elon or the Republican Party or whatever. And this woman walked up to me, "Hey, why are you wearing that t-shirt? Don't you know that Elon is a fascist or whatever?" I was like, what the fuck? It is crazy, yeah. So now the sentiment in regard to Tessie, guys, is very, very negative. Be careful, guys. Be careful. Yeah, it happened to me yesterday. It was super crazy, guys. At a Harris Theater here in Charlotte. Yeah. This is a good feeling of driving a Tesla. And I have a Tesla t-shirt, guys. I guess that I will not be able to wear my Tesla t-shirt, I don't know, for the next year or something like that. Super crazy. Yeah, super crazy. Yeah. Okay. Palantir, bro. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Messi of AI, guys. Yeah, I got my groceries. Yeah, sure. I did. So Palantir, again, guys, the same stuff. And this is a stock, and Tessie for that matter as well. These two stocks trade inside the S&P 500. You cannot trade either Palantir or Tessie or Nvidia or you name it, and without keeping an eye on the SPY. Say, let me set an example here, guys, because I have a very interesting level here in the case of Palantir. The 100-day moving average. Here, this blue line, guys. So I made a video about Palantir on Monday, guys. And while I was making the video, Palantir, after hours, Palantir was making a test of that one of this upward sloping 100 DMA. And I said in that video in Spanish, obviously, I used to make videos, guys, on a daily basis, spoken in English and Spanish. I wasn't able to keep doing that, guys. But well, that's a topic for another day. I said on Monday evening, keep an eye on this upward sloping 5-day moving average. It is upward sloping. I think that it might act as support, and that ended up happening. So say that tomorrow you are keeping an eye on Palantir. It is going down, and you see Palantir making a test of $74, which is a level that matches this upward sloping 100-day moving average. If that were to happen, guys, and at the same time, the SPY is about to make a test of a level that I am pointing out as a potential level of support, then you can maybe give Palantir a shot. But you need to combine levels of support that you're keeping an eye on individual stocks with levels of support in the SPY. You cannot trade individual stocks alone without taking a look at the SPY in the current market conditions. Are we on the same page with this, guys? Why is it? Because I can tell you, I can make a case, I can make some sort of bullish case here in the case of Palantir, because the 100-day moving average is upward sloping and this and that. If Palantir makes a test of $74 and they are killing the tape, the Nasdaq 100 and the SPY is going down and the Qs and stuff like that, forget about that 100 DMA, guys. It will not act as support. Impossible. It's impossible. So this is a level, this is an interesting level, guys. Actually, let me zoom out here. So this 100 DMA is actually, it is pretty much coinciding with a previous level of support for the Messi of AI back from early January. Previous level of support plus an upward sloping 100-day moving average. So this is a level of interest for sure. $73, $74, but you guys need to confirm support in the SPY as well before giving Palantir a shot at $74. That's it. And needless to say, this is a very ugly looking chart, below a downward sloping 20 DMA, below a downward sloping 5-day moving average, but at least, guys, we have an upward sloping 200-day moving average and an upward sloping 100 DMA. And by the way, guys, and I've been very critical. I mean, no, not critical. I've been a critic, okay, about the valuation of Palantir. I am not a bear. I think that this is an interesting company, but when it comes to criticism about Palantir's valuation, which is absolutely insane, excessive, crazy, I am one of them. Okay, so I don't like the valuation of this company. This company trades at a very, very, very high valuation, but I am in the camp that this dip of Palantir will end up being bought up. I don't know when, because obviously the dip is going to end up being bought up when the SPY bottoms out, or puts at least a short-term button. But I think that the story behind Palantir, guys, having lost any traction. The study is like You know, that this is a super software company that is related to AI and this and that, whatever. So when you guys have a stock that trades with a very high valuation, which is the case of Pltr, the valuation is absolutely insane, as I just said. But the story has traction, and the markets cannot visualize when the growth of that company is going to stop or top, then multiples do not really matter, guys. And of course, the stock is getting killed because the markets are getting killed as a whole. So this is a stock that I have on my shopping list for sure, because I think that once this correction or whatever it is ends, this dip will end up being bought up, in my opinion, because nothing has changed from a fundamental standpoint about Pltr. The story about this super software company that has to do with AI and Alex Carr, bro, and Pltr is the future, bro, and Alex Carr is a genius, bro, and buy Pltr, bro. That story remains intact. So I think that this stock eventually, I don't know when, because I don't have a crystal ball. This stock has an appointment with higher prices. I don't know when, but eventually, I guess. Let me take a look at the market structure of Pltr, bro. You guys know that the YouTubers that cover Pltr, they get super excited. They make me laugh, guys. So another very ugly looking market structure, guys. Take a look. The demand collapsed and the supply is rising. This is a very ugly market structure chart that we can easily reconcile with this. A very ugly looking chart with a downward sloping 5-day moving average. So I think that this is an interesting level, 73, 74 bucks. And take a look at this, guys. If I pull up here an anchor VWAP in the case of Pltr, an anchored volume weighted average price line. Let me see. I think I had one. Let me see. Let me see, guys. I think that if I pull up an anchor VWAP from the first trading session of last year, let me see if I can find it here. Here it is. There you go. Oh no. This anchor VWAP is signaling 48 bucks. So this is not the anchor VWAP that I was thinking about. So the main problem, guys, that Pltr and Tesla and Nvidia are going to be facing once they try to go higher is the fact that we have a lot of overhead supply here, guys. We have a lot of buyers trapped all over the place. In the case of Pltr, if we take a look at an anchor VWAP that comes from the last earnings report, we get a price of $94. These market participants are losing money as of now. And you guys know what happens for the most part when you have any market participant with a losing position and that stock goes up and that market participant breaks even. In the vast majority of the cases, those market participants close those positions and breaking even. So we have buyers trapped from the last earnings report of Pltr at $96, and an anchor VWAP that comes from all-time highs has an average price of $89. So we also have buyers trapped up there. So say that Pltr consolidates above $73, $74, so slightly above the upward sloping 100-day moving average. If we happen to take a trade to the upside over there, then this could be a potential level for profit taking, guys. $89, that anchor VWAP that comes from all-time highs. Say that Pltr breaks the 100-day moving average to the downside, keep an eye on $63, guys. This is a previous support back from mid-January of this year. But again, the same situation, guys, that I told you with Tesla. In the case of Pltr, at least Pltr is above the 200 and the 100-day moving average. But it is a very ugly looking chart, and you guys need to reconcile these technical charts with the SPY before starting a trade here. I always track SPY with Pltr. There you go. Awesome. Good. Perfect. Okay, what else do I have here? Sofi, my Blowfi. Let's take a look at Sofi. Let's go. Let's go see. Down today 4.45%, and it closed the trading session at $11.39. SoFi is kind of related, guys, very related as of now with the real economy. Loans. You know, we have a lot of people borrowing money from SoFi. So the markets are freaking out, tariffs, and Trump is going to break the economy, and we're going to go into a recession and stuff like that. So, while the sentiment of the markets remain this sour, guys, I would stay away from SoFi. Yeah. So here's the deal, guys. Say that something breaks in the economy, and you guys know that I don't make any trading decisions based on macro data or whatever. That's all bullshit. But think about this. So we have a lot of fear out there in the markets because of the uncertainty and tariffs and this and that. So Pltr, for instance, guys, has nothing to do with the real economy. Not much. Pltr depends on contracts with the government and the Pentagon and stuff like that, right? In the case of SoFi, guys, if the markets are freaking out because something very bad is going to happen to the economy, why would I be buying SoFi? So do you guys think that in a moment in which the markets are reflecting a lot of fear, why would I try to take a trade on SoFi? And take a look at this technical chart, guys. Ugly. Below the 50, the 100, the 20, and a downward sloping 5-day moving average. And mind you, guys, take a look at this 200 DMA, 200-day moving average. Upward sloping, right? Good. Take a look at how it was able to act as support a few days ago. Why? Because it is upward sloping. It is pushing price up. But this is the last line of defense for the bulls, guys. SoFi breaks this 200-day moving average to the downside. $11 with the markets, as a whole going down and stuff like that. You guys know the end of the world, whatever. This could be an easy short, guys. Then take a look at this downward sloping 5-day moving average. So in a moment of fear, guys, about the economy, the real economy, I wouldn't give SoFi a shot. So this is like the last stock that, the average market participant is going to be interested in if they are concerned about the economy and this and that and the recession that is coming and Trump is going to break the economy. So be careful here, guys. Not a good looking short. Not a good looking short at all. So say that the bulls recapture this downward sloping 5-day moving average, $12, then I might give it a shot if the markets, are having some sort of relief rally and stuff like that, maybe. But you guys have to be careful with this technical chart. Let me see what anchor VWAPs can we see in the case of SoFi. Technologies, what do we get here? Take a look, guys. A lot of overhead supply. Look, if we take a look at an anchor VWAP, an anchored volume weighted average price line that comes from the all-time highs of SoFi, we get an average price of $14.47. So again, what information is this anchor VWAP showing us? That the average market participant that started a position on SoFi when this is not even the all-time high. This is a 52-week high. I take that back. This is the most recent 52-week high of SoFi. So the average market participant that started a position on SoFi back on January 24th at $18 has an average price of $14.37. They are losing money. What do you guys think? These market participants, or the average market participant that has an average cost basis on SoFi at $14.37 is going to do whenever SoFi goes up to $14.37. Most of them will end up closing their positions, breaking even. They are losing money. No one likes to lose money, guys. So for me, in order to be more constructive about SoFi, I would need to see SoFi, guys, above these three moving averages, the 50, the 100, and the 20, say above $15, but Also above $14.40. So above 15 bucks, I would be constructive about Sofi. And this, I am going to put Sofi on my potential shortlist. Yeah. If this stock breaks the 200-day moving average to the downside, this is a short, guys. Yeah, in my opinion. Yeah. So what else do we have here? Let me see what else stock you were asking about, guys. Let me see. Broadcom, Avgo. Let's go. Take a look at Broadcom. By the way, guys, this company reported earnings last week. What a very good earnings report, guys. They killed it. And take a look at the reaction of the markets, guys. Unbelievable. So the initial reaction was super positive because the report came out like way better than expected. But the RIP ended up being sold. Yeah. The markets are in fear mode. They don't want to buy anything. In the case of Broadcom, not a good looking short either, but at least, guys, and this differentiates Broadcom relative to Pltr and Tesi. At least the 5-day moving average is trying to go up over here, this white line that I am pointing out with my mouse. So this is somehow positive, despite the fact that Avgo is trading below the 50, the 20, and the 100-day moving average. So the fact that as of now, guys, the SPY, Tesi, Pltr, Sofi, as I just showed you guys, are trading with their 5-day moving average downward sloping. So the fact that in the case of Broadcom, the 5DMA isn't downward sloping, it is a bit positive. This is signaling that maybe we are starting to see a bit of relative strength in the case of Avgo. So maybe a potential process of consolidation above 192, 191 could open the door for a test of the 100-day moving average at $202. It's possible. Say that this 5DMA cannot act as support. Keep an eye on the upward sloping, still upward sloping 200-day moving average at $181. It is upward sloping, despite the fact that Broadcom is like way off the highs, or way off its most recent all-time highs. So $181 could be a place at which Broadcom comes across with buyers once again. It did it. Take a look. Back on March 4th. It did it also back on March 6th. And it also did it back on March 10th. Take a look, guys. This is the best example. Take a look. This red line. 200 DMA. It acted as support on 3 occasions. And you guys know that the more a support is being tested, the less likely that support is of keep acting as support. Okay? As we say in the trading parlance. First time, best time, right? But I wouldn't be surprised if Broadcom keeps finding support at this 200 DMA near at approximately $180. That wouldn't be the trade that I would be more interested in. Let's just put it that way. But I would prefer starting a trade on Broadcom with buyers showing strength. As I just said, but potentially being able to consolidate above the 5-day moving average. Let me take a look at anchor VWAPs in the case of Broadcom. I guess that we are going to see the same picture that I just showed you in the case of Sofi and Pltr and so forth. A lot of overhead supply. Yeah, take a look, guys. So if we take a look at an anchor VWAP, an AVWAP from all-time highs in the case of Broadcom, $250, we get an average price of $218. So we have a lot of buyers trapped at $218. What do you guys think the average market participant that has shares of Broadcom at $218 is going to do whenever Broadcom goes up to $218? If that ever happens again, who knows? They will they will close their positions, more likely than not. So again, the biggest problem that most stocks has as of now, the most stocks have as of now, is the fact that they have a lot of overhead supply. So say that Broadcom starts a nice process of recovery, and the same goes for Nvidia and Sofi and Tesla. We're going to see pullbacks along the way, on the way up. Yeah, because we have a lot of buyers trapped all over the place. So those are the levels that I would be keeping an eye on in the case of Broadcom. Let me take a look at the market structure of Avgo. Let's see. 5:23 p.m. It's been a long day for me, guys. Take a look. The same situation, guys. Again, this is a market structure chart. So what you guys can see on top is the demand. Buyers. When I say demand, I am talking about this blue shaded region that I am pointing out with my mouse. And take a look at the supply, guys. The supply is skyrocketing. More sellers than buyers. A very ugly market structure for Broadcom. So with that market structure short, guys, I think that a potential upcoming new test of that 200-day moving average at $181 might not be a successful one. Not a good-looking short. Yeah. Avgo. What else? What other requests do I have here? Nice. I love Charlotte. So you've been to Charlotte, right? It is a very nice city. Safe city. Yeah. A young city, should also say. Yeah. I'll be looking out 533. Yeah, if we happen to see a test of 533. We don't know if we are actually going to see a test of that level, right? If that were the case, I am a buyer. I am a buyer of the SPY. Yeah, sure. Let me see. I have here. So I have CrowdStrike. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at CRWD. CrowdStrike. So, and again, what I was telling you guys, take a look at these guys, and circling back to what I just told you about Sofi. So Sofi is a very sensitive stock relative to the real economy. Take a look at CrowdStrike, CRWD. So this is a cybersecurity company. Do you guys think that if something super bad happens to the economy and we go into a recession and blah, 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 do you guys think that most companies out there will cut their capital expenditures relative to cybersecurity? No way. This is a very essential spending for more companies out there. No way. So this is an interesting stock once the short looks better. And take a look at this very important level in the case of CrowdStrike, guys. Another ugly looking short below the 20, the 50, the 100, the 200, and the 5-day moving average. However, take a look at these, guys. As of now, the bulls of CrowdStrike are holding as support the 200-day moving average and the 5 DMA. Take a look at how these two moving averages are creating some sort of zone between 332 and $332 and $330. So a potential process of consolidation of CrowdStrike, guys, above these two moving averages, so above $333, could be attracting buyers. It's possible. Say that we start a position on CrowdStrike slightly above 332 bucks, and if the bulls are able to gather momentum slightly above that level, that could be signaling that maybe we could be seeing a potential test of the 100 DMA at $361. If we happen to take a trade like the one that I am describing over here, from $335 up to $361, this could represent a 7% profit trade. This is a critical level for CrowdStrike, guys, CRWD. And again, or on the flip side, say that the markets keep dropping and stuff like that, CrowdStrike takes out or break to the downside this downward sloping 5 DMA at $330, this is a short, guys, in my opinion. Because CrowdStrike would be breaking to the downside the convergence of two very important moving averages, the 200 and the 5-day moving average. So I might be thinking about going long CRWD above $333, and I would be shouting the hell out of this stock, guys, if $330 is broken to the downside. Yep. Let me see if when it comes to anchor VWAPs, we see any interesting information here. Let's see. CRWD. Now, take a look, guys. So, yeah, if we take a look at the spot, guys, at which CrowdStrike found support at 2 or 3 days ago. So we have an anchor VWAP that comes from the first trading session of 2024 sitting at $316. But if we take a look at another anchor VWAP that comes from a recent all-time high, from a former all-time highs rather, of CrowdStrike back from July of that very same year, 2024, we get a price of $307. So these two anchor VWAPs create a zone, a potential support zone between $316 and $308. And take a look at what happened, guys. CrowdStrike bounced back up right from that area. Interesting level. Yeah, for sure. So if CrowdStrike is able to consolidate above the 200 DMA, 5 DMA, and also the two anchored volume weighted average price lines that I just pointed out, this is positive, guys. Despite the fact that this stock is trading below the 20, the 50, the 100, whatever. But above $333, I could give CRWD a shot, guys. Yep. CrowdStrike lawsuit brought them down. Yeah, but that was like 6 months ago, right? Yeah. But again, guys, the markets are freaking, are super afraid as of now, Oh, hold, let me. Okay. The markets are very afraid of tariffs and inflation coming back, the economy, about to be entering into a recession and stuff like that. So that is a dynamic that should not really affect CrowdStrike, at least not directly, even though this is a very expensive stock, the trades are very high multiples and stuff like that. So this could be a viable dip. If the SPY happens to confirm, obviously, right? Then maybe we can buy the dip on CRWD. Sure. Coinbase. We are, I think, already an hour in, right? Yeah, I've been streaming today, guys, for 7 hours in a row for the members of my Patreon, which is spoken in Spanish, guys. I am not pitching you anything. Do not sign up for my Patreon because it is spoken in Spanish. Okay, it is only for Spanish-speaking people. But I do live stream throughout the whole trading session. And when I go live for you guys on Thursdays, guys, I am super tired already. And once I am done streaming for you, I need to make a video. Yeah, Thursdays are really long days for me, to say the least. And we had almost 1 hour in. Okay. I was going to go over Coinbase. Guys, this is an easy one. If I just told you, wow, what an ugly looking chart. Jesus Christ. Jesus. If I just told you that you need to keep an eye on the SPY in order to trade Tesla and Sofi and Pltr and so forth, in the case of Coinbase, you need to keep an eye on Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is a risk-on asset. And now as of now, the markets are freaking out about whatever, tariffs and inflation and recession and whatever. So, as long as we have the current market environment, no one is going to be buying the dip on Coinbase, guys, or Bitcoin for that matter. But in technical terms, and it is very difficult, guys, to analyze Coinbase isolated because it depends a lot on whatever Bitcoin does. But keep an eye on the 5 DMA, guys, I guess. $191. I don't know, Bitcoin goes up, and Coinbase recaptures this downward sloping 5-day moving average. So a potential process of consolidation of Coinbase above $191 that could be potentially attracting buyers here. But this is a very ugly looking chart, guys. Jesus. Take a look at this. Below all the moving averages, downward sloping 5 DMA, downward sloping 20-day moving average. So this technical chart is screaming for lower prices, potentially. But again, this is a stock that basically depends on whatever Bitcoin does. So it is difficult to analyze it in isolation. Let's just put it that way. And I guess that the market structure of Coinbase looks ugly. Let's see. Coinbase, global. What do we get here? The market structure is starting to look good. Not good, but I don't know, encouraging. This could be signaling a light at the end of the tunnel. Let's hope for that light at the end of the tunnel not to be a train that is coming towards us or towards Coinbase. The demand is trying to rise and the supply is going down. Usually when we see the supply going down, guys, in a very, or let's say, related to a very ugly looking chart, such as the one of Coinbase, that could be signaling some sort of seller's exhaustion. Kind of. So, yeah, I don't know, maybe Coinbase recaptures 191 and the 5-day moving average, and Bitcoin starts to go higher. That might allow Coinbase to catch a break, guys. A short-term break, I would say, because this is a very ugly looking chart. No doubt about it. Yeah, sure. Well, guys, I think that I am going to wrap it up. I still have a lot to do. So we went over a lot of stocks. I am about to make a video about Apple, Mark. And I got an email from YouTube, guys, by the way, 1 or 2 weeks ago. And they let me know that soon you guys are going to be able to watch any video on YouTube, say in Spanish, automatically dubbed into English. So, because most of the videos that I make, guys, are spoken in Spanish, because, you know, my Patreon is spoken in Spanish, but soon you will be able to watch my videos already dubbed into English in real time. Yeah, in the meantime, guys, I am trying to, you know, like go live for you on Thursdays and stuff, but I cannot go live for you, you know, longer than an hour. It's impossible. Dubbed, yeah. Artificial intelligence, bro, at its best. Yeah. Already, yeah. Automatically dubbed. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. And, well, guys, remember, tomorrow I am going to the DMV. So I guess I am going to be able to post my pre-market commentary. I don't think I am going to be able to narrate the trading session as active as I usually do it, because I am going to be dealing with the lovely staff of the DMV. How about that, huh? Do you guys like going to the DMV? It is such a beautiful experience, right? But well, it is what it is, guys. You know, it is the worst place in America. It is a tough place to go, guys, but it is what it is, right? Yeah. So, okay, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and I will see you guys in Discord tomorrow. Tomorrow, for sure. Even though I might not be as active as usual, but, you know, you get the drill. Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your day. Go grab a beer. Take care, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.